All right, so today I want to take a look at setting up Vim to work with GitHub Copilot. I had no idea how incredibly easy it is to do this. And along with setting up the Wilder menuing system, I find myself using Vim more often. And so I'd like to find a way if I could use GitHub Copilot inside of Vim as well, just like with Visual Studio Code or with Zed. And so to set this up here, I'll open up my vimrc file and I'll come down here to where I've got the plugins defined. And all you have to do here to come out to GitHub for this repo. This is officially from GitHub. If you scroll down here, you'll see a bunch of different examples of what you can set up here. So if you want to clone this down to your machine inside of the mvim pack directory, for example, if that's how you set up your plugins. I, however, just use Vundle. It's kind of old school. So I'm going to copy the slug for the repo here, come back over to vimrc, set up a new line in here, plugin, paste that in. And then I just have to save that. And then I could source that again, or I could just reload Vim here, make sure that's loaded then. And now there's a Copilot command here. And the second option I need to pass here is for setup. So I'll copy this here and just hit return to open up GitHub in my browser. Pick the user I want to associate with, paste in the code, go ahead and authorize it. And that's it. Come back over to Vim and just wait here. All right, you can see I'm authenticated as my user. Just hit return here to continue. And now that's set up. So now if I edit a new file here, let's edit some of my abbreviations. I wanted to add some abbreviations for npm. And so I think this would be a good example of seeing what this could actually suggest for me, because typically what I have here, I have something like ABBR for an abbreviation, and yeah, MPI or MPMI, and then I want that to map to npm install. Just hit tab here, accept that. And now in the next line, absolutely, I'm going to want a list, so I'll add that. Let me move down here so you can see this. Run, that sounds good. Test, sure. You want to take a look at npm audit. There you go, it's got that too. So clearly GitHub Copilot is working here. It was like 2 simple steps: set up the plugin or clone it, and then run Copilot setup, and you're done. And then if for some reason you want to disable it, Copilot, and then you can tab through the various subcommands, you can disable Copilot now. And so now if I come in here and add something else, you can see it's not suggesting anything now. And once again, then once you're ready to re-enable it, just run Copilot enable, and that comes back then, and there you go. And so I'd suggest some sort of key binding to enable or disable that, basically to toggle it. I'll probably put something together for my Stream Deck. I like to have a button for that because there are plenty of times when I want to use this, and there are plenty of times when I don't want to use this, and I need to easily be able to toggle between the two. For example, if I'm learning something new, I don't want Copilot just writing code for me. I want to write that code myself. However, if I'm doing something like right here where I'm just defining aliases, I don't want to have to type all these out. So in that case, I definitely want to use Copilot.